Mediterranean Garden with Rustic Backyard Charm Timeless Vintage Landscaping 2025. Welcome to Graceful Garden Life, a place where timeless beauty, nature's serenity, and the joy of outdoor living come together to inspire elegant spaces for the home and garden. This channel is dedicated to sharing ideas that bring warmth, comfort, and lasting charm into everyday life, especially for those who appreciate designs that age gracefully and tell a story through every detail. Each episode is created to spark imagination, provide practical inspiration, and celebrate the simple pleasures of outdoor living. Today's journey begins with a vision of transforming an ordinary backyard into something extraordinary, a Mediterranean garden with Rustic Backyard Charm Timeless Vintage Landscaping 2025. A dream of the Mediterranean in your own backyard. A Mediterranean garden carries with it a timeless dream, the scent of lavender drifting through the air, the warmth of terracotta underfoot, and the whisper of leaves in the breeze. For many, the idea of transforming a backyard into a personal haven reflects not only a desire for beauty, but also a longing for calm and reflection. This design approach brings the relaxed elegance of Southern Europe into everyday life, where every detail, stone paths, rustic wood benches, and fragrant herbs creates a sanctuary. A Mediterranean-inspired backyard becomes more than a garden. It evolves into a place of healing, restoration, and joyful gatherings. Why rustic charm speaks to the heart. Rustic charm holds a unique appeal because it feels familiar, grounding, and soulful. Weathered textures, aged wood, and natural stone remind one of simpler times, carrying echoes of tradition and heritage. In a modern world filled with polished finishes, rustic details reintroduce authenticity, offering warmth and comfort to any outdoor setting. This style resonates with those who appreciate timeless elegance without extravagance, encouraging connection to nature. A rustic touch is never fleeting. Instead, it deepens with age, telling stories through every crack in the stone and every knot in the wood. It transforms a backyard into a place of authenticity and quiet strength. The timeless allure of vintage landscaping. Vintage landscaping is a design philosophy that bridges past and present with grace. The appeal lies in its ability to celebrate history while remaining adaptable to modern life. Wrought iron gates, terracotta planters, and cobblestone paths create a sense of continuity that endures from generation to generation. Unlike trends that fade, vintage elements become more cherished as time passes. This approach honors tradition while inviting creativity, blending functionality with character. In a Mediterranean-inspired setting, vintage landscaping offers elegance rooted in heritage, reminding visitors that beauty is not fleeting but grows richer with age. A vintage garden becomes both familiar and refreshingly new. Choosing natural stone for authentic Mediterranean style. Natural stone is a cornerstone of Mediterranean design, offering strength, texture, and timeless beauty. Stone pathways, patios, and borders evoke the landscapes of Tuscany and Provence, grounding the garden in authenticity. Each stone carries unique patterns and hues, reflecting nature's artistry. When used in outdoor spaces, stone creates both durability and atmosphere, enduring through decades with minimal maintenance. Limestone, sandstone, or travertine can be chosen based on local climate, ensuring both practicality and charm. Stone is more than material. It is an anchor that ties the garden to the earth, allowing the space to feel both enduring and harmonious with nature. Wood elements that add warmth and character. Wood plays a vital role in creating a sense of intimacy within Mediterranean landscapes. Pergolas draped with climbing vines, weathered benches, and rustic trellises bring softness to the solid presence of stone. The warmth of natural wood contrasts beautifully with greenery, encouraging moments of relaxation beneath its shade. Reclaimed or aged wood is especially powerful as it holds a patina that feels lived in and welcoming. Beyond aesthetics, wooden features invite connection, offering spaces for gathering, resting, or simply enjoying the breeze. In a backyard setting, wood balances practicality with charm, fostering an atmosphere where time slows and daily stresses are gently set aside. Mediterranean plants that thrive in your climate. Plants define the soul of a Mediterranean-inspired garden, offering fragrance, resilience, and seasonal beauty. Lavender, rosemary, thyme, and olive trees not only bring visual richness, but also awaken the senses with their aroma. Hardy perennials and drought-tolerant species thrive in various climates, making them practical choices for long-lasting beauty. Fragrant blooms and herbs connect daily life to nature, encouraging relaxation and healthy living. Grouping plants in clusters creates natural abundance, while terracotta pots and raised beds add structure. These plants do more than beautify, they weave together practicality and elegance, ensuring the garden remains both vibrant and low maintenance through every season. Creating cozy corners for relaxation. A Mediterranean garden is never complete without intimate spaces designed for stillness and rest. Cozy corners, whether shaded by a pergola or bordered by fragrant hedges, become cherished retreats. These spots are perfect for morning tea, an afternoon book, or evening reflection. Creating such corners involves thoughtful placement of seating, soft cushions, and natural shade. The intention is not grandeur but comfort, offering a retreat within the garden itself. These spaces remind visitors that a backyard can be more than functional. It can be a sanctuary of personal peace. In crafting quiet corners, a garden becomes a gentle companion to daily life. Outdoor dining the Mediterranean way. Mediterranean living celebrates outdoor dining as a ritual of joy and togetherness. Long wooden tables, lanterns, and simple ceramic dishware evoke evenings in Provence or coastal Italy. In a backyard, dining spaces should encourage gatherings, whether for family meals or intimate celebrations with friends. Rustic tables paired with benches create a communal feel, while climbing vines or overhead canopies provide shade and beauty. Lighting plays an important role. Soft, warm glows extend gatherings into the evening. This setting is more than a place to eat. It becomes the heart of connection, echoing the Mediterranean tradition of savoring both food and shared moments. Water features that whisper tranquility. The sound of water has long been associated with peace, and in Mediterranean landscapes, it adds depth and serenity. Stone fountains, clay basins, or even small ponds introduce a gentle rhythm that softens the space. The trickle of water cools the air, offering relief during warm afternoons, while visually enhancing rustic charm. Even modest gardens can incorporate a small water feature that creates atmosphere without demanding complexity. Water represents renewal and calm, reminding visitors of coastal towns where fountains have long been a gathering point. A backyard water feature connects the garden to timeless traditions of rest, balance, and quiet meditation. Vintage touches that make a garden feel like home. Vintage details infuse gardens with soul, transforming them into spaces that feel deeply personal. Clay pots with patina, wrought iron furniture, and weathered lanterns tell stories of history and endurance. These elements invite nostalgia, creating familiarity and comfort. In a Mediterranean garden, vintage touches act as threads connecting the present to the past, enriching the space with layers of meaning. They do not need to be extravagant. Often, simplicity carries the most power. By incorporating vintage pieces, the garden becomes more than decorative. It becomes lived in, treasured, and filled with character. Every object speaks, reminding visitors of enduring traditions and memories. Blending old and new for lasting beauty. The art of Mediterranean landscaping lies in balance, blending old and new to create harmony. While rustic stone and vintage touches bring history, modern comforts such as weather-resistant seating or efficient irrigation ensure ease of living. This fusion respects tradition while embracing practicality, making the garden timeless yet functional. By allowing both heritage and innovation to coexist, the backyard becomes a living example of adaptability. Just as Mediterranean towns layer centuries of history with contemporary life, so too can a garden reflect continuity. This thoughtful blending ensures the landscape grows gracefully, offering comfort, relevance, and enduring beauty for years ahead. Lighting that creates magic after sunset. As daylight fades, lighting transforms the garden into a scene of warmth and enchantment. Lanterns, fairy lights, or subtle ground lighting highlight pathways, casting soft glows on stone and foliage. Mediterranean evenings are often remembered for their golden light, and recreating that effect in a backyard brings an inviting atmosphere after sunset. Lighting should be warm and subtle, enhancing rather than overpowering the natural surroundings. Practical fixtures provide safety, while decorative lights invite romance and reflection. A well-lit garden extends its use into the evening, encouraging gatherings that linger under the stars. Nightfall becomes not an ending, but a beginning of charm. Sustainable choices for timeless living. Sustainability strengthens the spirit of Mediterranean design, emphasizing respect for nature. Using reclaimed wood, locally sourced stone, and drought-resistant plants reduces environmental impact while enhancing authenticity. Rainwater collection, composting, and natural fertilizers support healthy growth without excess waste. Sustainable choices ensure the garden ages gracefully, requiring less maintenance while conserving resources. Mediterranean traditions have long valued simplicity and resourcefulness, and bringing these values into backyard design honors both heritage and the environment. By weaving sustainability into landscaping, the garden becomes not only beautiful but also meaningful, reflecting a lifestyle of care, balance, and enduring responsibility toward the earth. A garden that ages gracefully with you. One of the most treasured qualities of a Mediterranean-inspired landscape is its ability to grow more beautiful with age. Plants mature, wood deepens in color, and stone gains a patina that reflects time's passage. This natural aging parallels life's journey, reminding observers that beauty does not fade but evolves. For many, a garden becomes a companion, adapting and flourishing alongside its caretaker. Mediterranean design honors longevity, celebrating the marks of time rather than resisting them. This philosophy transforms a backyard into a symbol of resilience and grace, offering comfort that both garden and soul are capable of thriving through every season. Bringing it all together, your rustic Mediterranean sanctuary. A Mediterranean garden enriched with rustic charm and vintage elegance is more than a collection of plants and stones. It is a sanctuary of spirit and lifestyle. Every detail, from natural stone to fragrant herbs, carries meaning, offering a balance of beauty, function, and tradition. This timeless approach creates a backyard that nurtures rest, connection, and joy while standing resilient against passing trends. Such a garden reflects the values of simplicity, authenticity, and harmony with nature. To continue exploring inspirations and share experiences, consider subscribing to Graceful Garden Life, leaving a comment with reflections, and showing support with a like to stay connected. Creating a Mediterranean garden with rustic backyard charm and timeless vintage landscaping is about more than design. It is about crafting a sanctuary that blends beauty, heritage, and comfort for years to come. From natural stone pathways to fragrant herbs, vintage accents, and cozy gathering spaces, each element adds depth and meaning to outdoor living. Thank you for spending time with Graceful Garden Life today and for joining this journey of inspiration. If this video sparked new ideas, please subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments, or continue exploring more inspiring designs in our next video.